Guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video ever recorded in my life. So just a quick disclaimer, I apologize if it comes across as awkward or unnatural or like Miss South Carolina, such as the Iraq and the South Africa, because I severely underestimated how uncomfortable it is talking to no one in particular and just being alone in your room with a camera staring you in the face. But I'm hoping over time, I get more natural and just more at ease in front of the camera. So yeah, bear with me guys, because I think that if you stick with me, there'll be a lot of interesting topics of conversation you're gonna witness. So I guess I just want to start off by kind of talking about my channel and what you can expect. I'm someone who has a lot of thoughts. This brain, it goes at 150 miles an hour all day, every day. It doesn't stop. And I want to use, I guess, YouTube as kind of like a video diary. Instead of writing my thoughts down in a journal, I'm just gonna pop on the camera and record what I have to say and just organize my thoughts, and I think it's going to be a very cathartic experience for me. And I want to just be able to talk about something that's been on my mind or something that I've been thinking about lately, and I guess that's what my channel is going to be. And the first topic that I want to talk about is social media and if it is turning us all into narcissists. And I think it's a great segue into also elaborating a bit more on why I'm doing my channel, because I'm also going to talk about the positives and the pros of social media and, the positive things that people get out of it. So I think I'm going to start off by saying that social media is probably one of the biggest, inventions and phenomena that we've experienced over the past, I guess, let's say 2 decades. And it's everywhere. It's, you can't escape it with Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube. Anybody and everybody can have an account, and I think that that's one of the biggest positives, because we live, especially in North America, I live in a very celebrity-obsessed culture, and a lot of these celebrities are, models, singers, actors, athletes, basically people, I guess, the most beautiful people in the world, the richest people in the world, people in the world with the most talent. You don't necessarily have to have talent to be a celebrity these days. That's very evident. Basically, these celebrities, they live very unattainable lives, and I think it's very unhealthy to aspire to that standard, because a lot of it is very artificial and unattainable, and what you see isn't necessarily how things really are. And so that's why I think that social media has a very positive impact, because anybody and everybody can display their lives and can have a voice, and it doesn't matter the walk of life you come from, how you were raised, your race, your religion, your culture, the language you speak. Everybody, like I said, has a voice and has a story that they can tell, and it's just a more relatable platform, because instead of constantly being berated and having a barrage of these celebrity images and their houses and their clothing and their designer bags and all this, you can watch just a regular average Joe, off the street, just turn on a camera and talk about their regular day-to-day lives. And I guess it's just, you get a sense of solidarity from that, because you see the more real side of the world and of the human experience. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that anybody and everybody can have a voice, and that's so important. And that's why I think YouTube is such an important platform, and it's such a rare platform, because never before has there been such an opportunity to have a normal person reach potentially millions of people with a certain message. And I think that that's such a beautiful and revolutionary thing, and that ties into why I'm doing it, because I believe I have a voice. And I mean, obviously, you know, opinions are like assholes, everybody has one, but you know, I like to state mine anyway, and this is just an amazing opportunity for me because YouTube gives me the chance to do that. And I also think things like YouTube and Instagram and all that, it really emphasizes the global community that we have now, which is, it's the state of the world. It's a global community. We're all interconnected. I read comments, you know, that people have left on, you know, other people's videos from other sides of the world, and they're having a dialogue with people from my side of the world. And I just think that that's really important because it can have us overcome our differences at the end of the day. And social media is also a positive thing because you can record your memories, you can, you know, file them away and always have them forever. You only have one life, and it's filled with spectacular moments, and, you know, never before have we been able to hold on to them so extensively. And I think that that's wonderful, and that's also part of the reason why I'm doing it. I mean, you know, I can watch these videos back and just be able to witness a moment in my life that has passed, and just, I guess, relive those moments and relive the headspace I was in. And I think that's also wonderful. But to get to the main topic, I also think, as with everything, you know, YouTube has, and other social media platforms have, you know, a dark side. And I mean, that's not to say it's all bad, because it's not. The majority of it, the vast majority of it, is good. But people, I feel, run the risk of becoming obsessed with themselves and obsessed with their self-image and how they're portrayed, and, you know, can in turn become pretty narcissistic, because with social media, you're getting constant feedback, you know, through likes, dislikes, comments, shares, all that. You're getting constant feedback on yourself, you know, the way you look, you know, your message, all that. And I think when you're getting constant feedback on yourself, you do get, I guess, overcome by your self-image. You become, I hate to keep using this word, but you become obsessed with your self-image. And I don't think that's necessarily healthy, and I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. Sometimes we need to take a step back and we need to realize what's really important, and it's not necessarily how we look or how many likes we get, or, you know, how positive the comments are, how negative the comments are. I think that sometimes we need to just enjoy life for what it is. And I always use this example. You know, let's say you're on a spectacular vacation and you're standing on a mountaintop, and you have this wonderful panorama in front of you, and you're taking photos of it. And the reason you're taking those photos isn't to savor that memory, it's, you know, with the intention of posting it, and you're just wondering how many likes you're gonna get. And, you know, that's not a good thing. I think that you should inherently just enjoy the moment for how beautiful it is. And I don't think you should be constantly, I guess, obsessing over how people will perceive that photo, the assumptions people will make about your life because of that photo. You know, I don't think that that's a good thing at all. And a lot of the times I think people get so obsessed with capturing the moment that they forget to live the moment and experience the moment. You know, when I'm at, let's say, a concert, I look around me and I see a sea of cell phones and recording equipment, and, you know, I'm not saying that I'm exempt from that, because I'm not. You know, when I'm at a concert, I do take pictures, I do record things, because I do want to re-experience those memories. I really do, and I think it's so important to save those memories. But at the same time, if you're constantly, you know, watching the whole concert through your camera screen, what's the difference between actually being there and, let's say, watching it on TV? You know, you're still watching it through a screen instead of just letting the music envelop you and just live for the moment. And also, I think that with this whole advent of YouTube, I think that a lot of these people, because so many people watch them, they are being elevated to the status of celebrity. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a beautiful thing, like I said. But also, with that comes inevitably an element of artifice, because people on YouTube, you know, there are Instagram stars as well, Vine stars, Snapchat stars, you know, because there are so many people watching these people, there, I think, naturally is that element of artifice, because these people, they want to perfect their image. They want to come across as perfect, and they always want to look their best. They always want to, you know, have flawless makeup, flawless hair, flawless outfits. You know, they always want to be on elaborate vacations. You know, they always want to take pictures at parties with all their friends and all that. And a lot of people do live exciting lives like that, and, you know, more power to them. They take advantage of this one life that we have, and they live it to the fullest, and that's great. But at the same time, if people witness their lives and feel bad because, you know, they don't get as many likes as them, they don't go on as many elaborate trips, you know, they don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, they don't have that many friends, they don't party that much, they don't dress that well, you know, I think people need to realize that there is that element of artifice, that everything is not always as it seems. What if, you know, this celebrity or this person on Instagram, you know, has, let's say, a Valentine's dinner with their significant other, and they've just gotten into a fight, and, you know, they're angry at each other, they're not speaking, but the person really wants to post a photo of them on, let's say, their Instagram, and they're just like, you know, shut up, I know we're in a fight, just act natural, act like you're happy, act like we're just having the best Valentine's Day ever, cheese, snap, they post it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that everything isn't always as it seems, and a lot of this isn't natural, and just the amount of work that goes into a simple, you know, vlog like this, sitting in your bedroom, you know, you need the right recording equipment, you need the right camera, you need the right microphone, you need the right lighting, you know, like I am such an amateur with all of this, you know, I don't know shit about recording, I don't know shit about editing, I don't know shit about vlogging. I don't say this lightly, I am an amateur, you know. My light is literally a construction light from Home Depot. Like, I walked my ass up into Home Depot with a bunch of old men, and I was like, yo, like, where the lighting at? And they were like, who is this girl? You know, but it's a construction light. What I really want to, I guess, emphasize is that what seems natural, you know, takes a lot of work. So don't let your worth be dictated by how many likes you get. That's not a way to live your life. You know, don't let how you feel about yourself be dictated by a number on a screen. And I know that there are people behind these likes, like, don't get me wrong, I realize that. I know that every like is a person that has given you that like. But at the end of the day, it is just a number on a screen. And if you let your worth be dictated by that number, then that's a very, I guess, unsolid foundation to build your self-esteem on. So I'm not saying that, you know, being confident is bad, you know, if you get a confidence boost, if you post, you know, a beautiful selfie where you just feel beautiful and you get positive feedback, yeah, that's a confidence boost. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all. Don't get me wrong. I think that loving yourself is the most important thing in the world. We all need confidence boosts. Like, we could all use a little bit extra confidence these days. You know, a lot of us are insecure in so many ways, so that's good. But I'm saying when it bypasses that confidence boost and becomes an obsession, when that element of excess is added, you know, that's when it becomes unhealthy, you know. So I guess just my main question that I want to pose to you guys is, can there be authenticity in a carefully curated life? That's the real question that I want to ask. And in a lot of cases, yes, of course there can be. Like I said, a lot of these people do live these lives. Bless them for living such extravagant lives. You know, I wish I lived that life, don't get me wrong. But a lot of times the answer is no. You know, a lot of it is just for show. And a lot of it is fake. And don't ever feel bad about yourself because you don't live that life, or, you know, you don't get the view count or the likes that these people get. Don't ever let it affect how you feel about yourself. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm gonna have a lot of, I guess, inane ramblings like this in the future. And okay, so my memory card was full, so I'm back. Forgive that. It'll be moments like that will happen quite often, I'm sure. But basically, just to get back on track, I want to say I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this video. I don't know if anyone's gonna see this video, because to be a channel on YouTube is like a drop in the ocean these days. And, you know, I think it's great because there's so much content that you can enjoy. But, you know, it's hard to, I guess, get noticed because of it. Even if I reach 1 or 2 people or get 3 or 4 views, you know, I consider myself extremely fortunate and extremely lucky, because, you know, those are 3 or 4 people that I wouldn't have met on a regular basis and who I wouldn't have had this conversation with. So I consider myself even successful if I get a few views. If you watch this video and you want to, you know, chime in and give your opinion, or, you know, even debate on what I have to say or refute a point I have, please do so, because right now this channel is a monologue with myself. This video is a monologue, and I want it to be a dialogue, and to have a dialogue you need 2 or more people, and that's what I want. So please comment, please subscribe if you want to see more from me. You know, thumbs up this video if you agree with what I said, and, you know, even if you don't agree with what I said, you know, even dislike it, you know, just any feedback really is great. I want to take you guys, if you're so inclined, on this journey with me. And, you know, I hope it's a positive one. I'm hoping it'll be a positive journey for you guys as well if you come along with me. So thanks again. And just like I said, we all have a lot of life to live. So go out and live it, and know that you don't always need to be validated by how many people like your photo or like your video, and just enjoy your life. So thanks guys, thanks so much for watching. It honestly means the world to me. And, you know, hopefully my next video, you know, won't be as awkward and, you know, the equivalent of the frickin' Brendan Fraser hand clap. Just hopefully it'll be more natural, okay? So thank you guys, see you next time.